when I was a senior in high school, I just wanted a Hummer, the old one. You know, like the big one, like Arnold Schwarzenegger had. And then, but I just started collecting pennies for some reason. And then people at school started giving me pennies because no one likes pennies, you know? So then I was like, what if I just got everybody to give me all their pennies? I'll have enough money, I'll buy a Hummer. So I came up with this plan. So then I started telling everybody, hey, I'm trying to break the world record for the largest penny collection. So people would give me all their pennies, right? So then, this is how crazy I was. So then when I'm 19, I have a lot of pennies. Like I have like a little like office trash can full of pennies, which is heavy, you know, that everyone is giving me, and I'm always getting pennies. So then I got 100 envelopes, and I searched the internet. This is like back when the internet wasn't as easy to search for any company that had like penny in it, like Penny Construction, Penny. And I asked them to send me like $100 or something, or pennies or something. I can't remember. I have the letter somewhere. And I sent out all these letters. And I probably sent out like 200 letters. And I think like 4 people responded. Like 3 taped a letter saying good luck with like a penny attached to it. And then I think one Penny Construction company sent me like a check for like $50. So, but my goal was, I was going to get everybody's pennies. And then I was going to buy a Hummer. But since I had a Hummer bought by everybody's penny donations, I told myself anytime I saw someone pulled over on the side of the road, I'd pull over and help them as like a give back for everybody giving me their pennies. So then I took this picture. So I have these pictures. I'll try to post one somewhere. So I have pictures of. So then I got 2 trash cans, big trash cans, and I filled them up like halfway with dirt, about 75% upway with dirt, and then I put my pennies on both tops of it. So it looked like I had 2 trash cans full of pennies, which would have been a lot, but I really didn't have that many. So then that's the picture I sent out with my letter asking people for money for my penny world-breaking thing. And then eventually I ran out of money, so I had to cash in my pennies. And my grandma took me to the grocery store. Or no, I had to go to a bank. Oh, you know what started this whole thing? If you go to a bank, before Coinstar, each bank had a machine. You could look this up. And a machine that you pour your change in the machine, and it's called a Brandt, spelled Brandt. So that's, I think, what got my head spinning. Like, this machine will count all my pennies. I'll get $1 million. I'll buy a Hummer.
Oh, my God. How much money did you end up having?
Well, when I finally, and it was a lot. They were heavy. I took them into the bank. The bank was not very happy with me. And then I think
No kidding.
I think I ended up with like, I think maybe $800 in pennies.
Wow.
It was a lot. So that's where my penny obsession came from. And then at some point in my life, one time, I was with this girl who's really smart, and I must have been like in high school. I don't know when it was, but there was like a penny on the ground, and I did that thing like, I'm not picking it up. It was heads, or I don't know which one's lucky or which one's bad luck.
It was tails.
Tails is what you're supposed to pick up?
No, if it was heads, it's good luck. If it's tails, it's bad luck.
I think I looked and I was like, it's tails. I'm not picking it up. And she's like, that's money. You don't pick up money? You know, like, that's money. And I was like, oh, yeah, you should always pick up money. Why wouldn't you? She's the same girl that lectured me about taking an escalator when there's stairs right there. She's like, bro, your legs work. Just fucking. I was like, all right. So anyway, I've always had this penny obsession. So if you go to bars, or remember we went to a restaurant and stuff sometimes, and then there's pennies on the floor where you just glue them. So,
well, you glue them and then you do like an epoxy over it so they're like shiny and beautiful. But yeah.
Or you could just do old ones and make it like a collage. But
yeah,
I've
but
always,
you still would do like an epoxy over it so that you can clean your floors.
Yeah.
And the pennies still look old in there. It just
or you
seals
can get new.
down.
Because I remember I sent you a picture one time. I was in a bathroom and they had all the penny floor, but then I think they're.
Well, you make a design with them, so you have like your newer ones in a pile and your older ones in a pile, and the older ones are darker, and then you can make like a pattern of whatever you want to do.
So one day when we buy a house and for the new podcast studio office,
we'll have a penny floor.
Penny floor with the 31 being in the bright pennies.
I like it.
Yeah.